Hi everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hangar hobbit here, and welcome to the first jet to ever be featured on my channel, the P-80 Shooting Star. This is a rank 5 7.0 BR jet for the Americans. And as you'll notice, all my team's over to the right, I'm over here to the left. One thing I quickly learned with these jets, don't get into a furball with a P-80. Yeah, this handles more like a big fat thunderbolt. You don't want to be trying to turn fight with this thing, especially against the Japs. Yeah, that's not a good idea. So, wherever my team wants to be a big giant furball, I'm going to try to stay out of the middle of it as much as possible. Definitely don't want to be trying to juke and move with this thing. With this, you need to get it going really fast, zoom in, hit, and run, and boogie your butt out the behind and not look back. You definitely don't want to be trying to take this thing and treat it like a Chika. And yeah, Key 84, that's a big pile of nope. No, Mr. Key 84, I'm not going to go straight at you when you've got an altitude advantage and a speed advantage. That's not going to work good for me. Because as you can see, he has no problem chasing me down, even when I'm in a dive. So, I'm going to head over here and let that Bearcat say hello to Mr. Key 84. I'm going to try to say hello to a 229. And they ran it straight into the ground. Don't you love when they do that? Oh well, there's more targets. We've got an R2-D2 to the left. And what is it over there on the right? I think it's a 262. Ooh, I like those. Those are tasty. Now this plane is dead stock. What you are seeing is only my second flyout. My first one, I unfortunately, as I said, tried to take this thing and fly it like you would a regular fighter against the R2-D2s. And yeah, me and an R2-D2 ended up getting a little too close for comfort. Ooh, come here, Mr. 262. That's right, you look at him, don't look at me. Oh, say goodbye to that motor. And hello, Key 84. Did you give up your altitude and speed advantage? Oh, I'm so glad you did. Remember, boys and girls, if you got a big advantage, don't just throw it away. That's never a good idea, as Mr. Key 84 just found out there. Now, see, that's one problem you're going to find with this. Default belts, yeah, they're not so hot. You got to pound some shots into them suckers before they finally give up the ghost. And, oh, is it my birthday? Thank you for stalling out. I so appreciate that. Well, there's Mr. 262. I can at least go take another shot at him. I know I killed his motor. Let's see. Come here, Mr. 262. Oh, hey, I got credit for it. Sweet. Yeah, I'll take that. Unfortunately, this match is over, pretty much, so let's go ahead and jump into the next one, shall we? Now, as we join this one in progress, let me tell you what happened beforehand. I tried to chase down that Lala 200, and I found out an important lesson. Guess what? A stock P-80 can't catch a Lala who's already wound up. Yeah. Push this thing right to the ragged edge, and this thing was not gonna freaking catch it. But Mr. Meteor looked like a juicy target for the Lala, and his little buddy the Yak 23 jumped into the fray, and Mr. Meteor started screaming like a woman for help, 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 help. So that's what your friendly little hobbit here is trying to do. And I know some of you are probably having a heart attack watching me fly this thing right now. Just remember, I'm not a jet pilot. Yeah, I'm probably flying this thing completely wrong. Definitely don't freaking look at me to tell on how to fly jets effectively. And nope, oh, nope. That's a big old pile of nope there, Mr. Lala. I think it's time I need to break out a little distance. One thing this thing is really good at is breaking out some distance. As you can see, Mr. Lala and Mr. Yak 23 can't catch me as long as I don't turn. I can just open up the throttle, and as they chase me, my team's getting into a nice position. So, yeah, you keep on chasing me right there, buddy. Yeah, don't look behind you now. Oh, he broke. That means it's time for me to swing back into action. You know, when I first took this thing out, I figured I'd absolutely hate it. I figured, Every time I've seen jet matches, it's fly straight in a straight line, go really fast, and then just go back out. That looked awful boring to me, but you know what? This thing has actually been kind of fun. Ooh, come here, Mr. Lala. Come here. Oh, got a hit. Bet that made you panic a little there, didn't it, buddy? Oh, yeah, pull up for me. And look at that. Pound, 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 pound. I can't wait to see what this thing's like when it actually has the good belts, because, yeah, you can see I'm having a royally wail on them. Oh, and is it my birthday? That's it. You pull right up in front of me, Mr. Yak. And another crit without a kill. Oh, well, kill assist. I'll take it. Where's that? That Lala still ain't gone down after all that pounding? Good Lord, give me a freaking break. Thank you. Jeez. Oh, good Lord. He run it into the ground chasing that silly Lala. Good grief. You know, I thought when I started flying the jet that, it would be, more high-class players, more professional pilots. I found out, no, what you get is just stupidity at higher speed. I have seen half a team run into each other because somebody turned to the left. I have seen guys just slam into the ground trying to chase down one freaking plane. It's just ignorance on levels that you would not believe. It's just ignorance going really, really fast. Oh, it was ridiculous. I swear there was like 3 guys on a friggin' 163. 163 turns left. Boom, all 3. It was just sad. I just had to sit there and shake my dang head. It was just ridiculous. Now, as I try to chase down this bomber, let me tell you a little bit about this bird. This bird is from the year 1943. That's right. They came up with this thing 2 years before the frickin' war ended. Can you believe it? And the trainer variant of this thing kept flying until the 80s. Jeez, this thing had a seriously long frickin' life. Not as a frickin' fighter, but as a trainer, this thing kicked some royal booty. Although in Korea, it actually did pretty decent. At the start of the Korean War, it was racking up against Yak-9s and IL-10s, and it even managed to down one MiG-15 in 1950, making the first jet versus jet kill. But after that, no. Anybody who's flown the MiG-15 or the MiG-15 bis in the game knows that, anything with a straight wing is not going to compete very good with that. For one simple reason. The Russians grabbed a bunch of the Nazis at the end of the war. It showed them about how swept wings equal more speed at close to transonic. And with these straight wings, it just couldn't hit frickin' those kind of speeds, not without frickin' tearing itself apart. So it ended up getting swapped out pretty quick as soon as the F-86 Sabre came in. Now, one piece of advice I can give you is do not take the minimum fuel. 9 minutes worth of gas is not enough gas in this thing. It's just not. You're going to need to have that extra bit of gas. And you'll notice I try to keep it running about 98% when I'm not in combat. Otherwise, that engine will cook. Let's see what we got. TU-14 and IL-28 up high. Come here, Mr. TU-14. Come here. Oh, nope. Well, you know what I always say. If at first you don't succeed, just give them another burst. It's going to take me a little bit to learn the lead on this thing, because I'm not used to having 50 cals in the nose. Usually any plane I've got with the nose has got cannons on it. Oh, there we go. There's a hit. And with this, it kind of shotguns a bit. But then again, stock plane, default belts. You should expect that. Come here, buddy. Let's see if we can do a little better. Oh, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Wing. Yep. I'm going to try to run on back to base now that Mr. Meteor's nice and safe. And I'm sure my teammate there has that taken care of long before I can get this sucker down. So let's go ahead and see how that match turned out. Shall we? Second place. Heck, I'll take it. Let's get into that final match. Now you'll notice I've climbed up over the side into the clouds for this one, and I did that for a good reason. This here is a max up tier match for this baby. We're talking Key 200s, R2D2s, Italian F-84s. I think the lowest one on the totem pole here is the ME-262. So this thing takes a while to wind this thing up, so you don't want to just charge straight in at the enemy, especially when all I've got unlocked at this point is the compressor. No. What you need to do is climb to the side, build you up a little altitude, wind this puppy up. Like I said, treat it like you would a thunderbolt. You gotta have that speed, and you gotta have at least a little bit of altitude, so that if something tries to get on you, you can drop that nose and really wind this puppy up. As you can see, I'm looking around because I'm like, there's a couple of them missing. In a couple of seconds, I'm going to find out they're not missing. They're just about to dive into the pile. This is going to be a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. But I found once you get this thing really wound up good, this thing handles pretty dang decently, especially considering that I don't have the boosters unlocked, or the engine, or anything else. Oh, and there they come. Yep, we got us a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. A big old giant pileup. And normally I wouldn't freaking even attempt it. I would just do a quick boom and run. But that's pretty much all of my team down there. So if we're going to have a chance, I need to get down there and try to take as much as I possibly can out of here before my team gets just completely freaking snockered, which would not be good. As you can see on the right there, we're losing players. Nope, stuff's got to go. And here, yeah, that was not a smart move. I will say that right now. I have not flown a G81 but once. I did not realize how well that thing handles. That's okay. I've got this thing wound up, so all I got to do is flip her over and bring her back down. Man, I really wish I had the G-suit for this. You will pass out a lot in turns with this thing. And I mean, this crew is about as experted as you can get, and it's still doing that. So, yeah, you really need the suit. Come here, buddy. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, and is he lined up? Can he be any more lined up? Oh, critical. Say goodbye to that motor. Thank you. I appreciate. Oh, I love it when you get those twofers like that. That is just so nice. And see, everybody is staying down, so I just turn it back into vertical. Turn that energy back into speed. Come here. Come here. Come on. Yeah. Thank you, buddy. I so do appreciate that. Nice, tasty Italian. Tastes like pasta. Now, let's see if we can add a little bit of sauerkraut to that pasta. That's that one I done damaged the motor on. Come on, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate that sauerkraut to go with it. So appreciate that. And that's the last guy right there, that Key 200. But that's going to be an issue. Because the simple fact of the matter is, this thing is not going to catch a Key 200 if he decides to bug out. Yeah. Rocket plane beats 1943 jet. As you can see, I am pushing this thing to the absolute limit. I'm giving her all she's got. Engine's about to go red. I'm going to try to get a few bursts in him, see if I can get him to start docking and weaving. Get something going. Oh, and my engine just hit the red line. Come on, buddy. Come on, why don't you turn that thing around? Come on, be a pal. Turn around. And you know what's going to happen. Nope. Got a hit. No crits. And he's running right back to the runway. Why am I not surprised? Gaijin, you really need to do something about that runway AA when it gets down to the last guy. Because this is ridiculous. You know what's going to happen. He's going to go run. He's going to go freaking try to camp the AA so he can get some freaking extra kills taken out of the team without having to actually do any work. But of course, I am not going to fall for that. Oh, hell no. So let's switch over and look what happens. He gets his repair and we flew ahead. Give him plenty of time to get up, so it'd be a fair fight. 2 versus 1, 2 P-80s. And what does he do? The second he sees us and realizes that he's going to have to actually fight us, he puts it straight into the ground. Don't you just love asses like that? He could have jayed out on the freaking runway, saved us the freaking 5 minutes of climbing up there, but no, he just decided to be a douchebag. But I'll give a hand to my little PS4 player buddy. He managed to keep his P-80 up. He even did a close air support while I got a reload. And number 1 on the team, 3 kills. Heck yeah, I'll take that for a friggin' plane that's just got the compressor unlocked. Hell yeah. Man, this is a fun little bird, man. If you haven't flown this thing, yeah, it's fun. Ooh, look at all the awards. Heck yeah. Ground Forces and Terror of the Sky and all that good stuff. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Hey, and I finally got my belts. About friggin' time. Thank you. Ooh, boosters? Ooh, I wonder how this thing will handle with boosters. Yeah, definitely want to work on the boosters. So what do I think of this bird? Fly it. It's a fun little bird. Like I said, fly it like a big fat old thunderbolt. Wind her up, charge in, book out the other side, and have yourself a blast. It's a fun little thing. Well, please be sure to like and share, and I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.